Okay, so this is your lesson over multiplying fractions. So the way you multiply fractions is you do 1/3 times 3/5. So you're going to do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. And that can be simplified down to 1/5. Okay, another way you could have done it is you can simplify before you multiply. And I recommend doing that because once we get into bigger numbers, it'll be harder to simplify. So what you do is you look at numbers diagonal each other. So 1 and 5 are diagonal of each other, and they're already in the simplest form. So 3 and 3 are diagonal of each other, and they're not in the simplest form. They're both divisible by 3. So you can divide both of these by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So now you just do 1 times 1, which is 1. 1 times 5, which is 5. You get the same answer. And let's try it again. Okay, so you can do 6 times 2, which is 12. 7 times 3, which is 21. But then needs to be in simplest form. So they're both divisible by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So you get 4 sevenths. Or you could have simplified beforehand. 6 and 3 are not in the simplest form. So they're both divisible by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. So 2 times 2 is 4. 7 times 1 is 7. You get the same answer. All right. So now you try number 4. You can pause the video and try it. All right. I'm going to do it in the simplest form. So I'm going to get 1/6 times 3/5. So 1 and 5 are already simplified with each other. 3 and 6 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 5 is 10. All right, next one. Pause the video and you try it. So you have 3/4 times 7/9. 3 and 9 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 4 and 7 are already in the simplest form. So 1 times 7 is 7. 4 times 3 is 12. So you get 7/12. All right, next one. So you have 3/7 times 2/3. 3 and 3 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 2 and 7 are already in the simplest form. So you're going to do 1 times 2 is just 2. 7 times 1 is just 7. 2 sevenths. All right, number 7. You get 4/5 times 2 sevenths. 4 and 7 are already simplified, as well as 2 and 5. So you just multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 7 is 35. All right, now we're going to multiply whole numbers to fractions. A class has 18 students. The teacher asks how many students in a class have pets and finds 5/9 of the students have pets. How many students have pets? Question mark. Okay, so you're going to do 18 students times 5/9. Any whole number can be put over 1. 18 over 1 is just still saying 18. But I put it over 1 so my numbers line up. All right? So now you're going to multiply. 18 times 5 is 90. 1 times 9 is 9. They're both divisible by 9. So 90 divided by 9 is 10. And 9 divided by 9 is 1. So 10 over 1 is 10. Or I could have done the same thing, and I could have simplified before I multiply. So 18 and 9 are both divisible by 9. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. And 9 divided by 9 is 1. 5 and 1 are in simplest form. So 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 1 is 1. The answer is 10. And now you try. So you get 5/8 times 24 over 1. So 5 and 1 are in simplest form. 8 and 24 were both divisible by 8. So 24 divided by 8 is 3. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 1 is 1. So the answer is 15. All right, next one. You try it. Pause the video. So 3/5 times 20 over 1. 3 and 1 are already in the simplest form. 20 and 5 are both divisible by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1. So the answer is 12. Okay, next one. You pause it. So you do 1/3 times 8 over 1. 1 times 8 is 8. And 3 times 3 is, 3 times 1 is 3. And I didn't simplify it because the 1s are already in simplest form as well as 8 and the 3. So that means that 8/3 is your final answer. Okay, pause the video and you try this one. So 1/4 times 14 over 1. The 1s are already in simplest form. 14 or 4 are both divisible by 2. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 1 is 2. All right, next one. 7/10 times 7 over 1. 7 and 1 can't be simplified, neither can 7 over 7 and 10. So you're going to do 7 times 7, which is 49, and 10 times 1, which is 10, and that can be simplified, so it'll be 49 over 10. All right, last one. So you got 7/10 times 10 over 1. 7 and 1 are in simplest form. 10 and 10 are both divisible by 10. So you're going to do 10 divided by 10, which is 1, and 10 divided by 10, which is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. So you get 7 over 1, which is just 7. And that's how you multiply fractions. All right. Thank you, guys.